Why is my relationship so hard? The quick answer is because you don't know what to do. And I bet when I said that, it instantly clicked in your head like, oh yeah, that's right. I don't know what to do. Because it's true. Dating as a Catholic man isn't hard. It isn't complicated. We're just never taught what to do. There are two paths for Catholic dating. One is look what the world does, which is what most people do. It's what most people do. You have the confidence, you have the boldness, you have the game, you have all these things. And truthfully, it does work. All of that does work. It builds attraction, but it fails to build love. And then you have the other side. You have being a good Christian boy, doing the right thing. You build the love, but you lose the attraction. The thing is, neither of them work. There needs to be a hybrid path. There needs to be a way where you're able to build attraction and build love at the same time. As young men, we need to lead ourselves. We need to be the rock where our wife, our girlfriend, our sister, our brothers, our family can rely on. We are the foundation that builds off of Christ. We have to be the leaders that God called us to be. And that starts by leading ourselves, because how are we supposed to lead our women? How are we supposed to lead our family if we can't even lead ourselves, if we can't even control our own desires? It takes nothing to engage in your desires and to engage in your flesh. Dogs do that. Anyone can do that. It takes a man, it takes bravery, it takes talent, hard work to do what is good and not what feels good. To not follow our flesh, but to do what is good. We need to be different. We can't be playing games. We can't be lukewarm Christians. And I know it's all easy to say, but we can't. We have to be different. We have to be secure in ourselves. We have to be secure in our faith. There are many people who are very outspoken, many people from different religions who are very outspoken for their faith. Why not us? Why can't we be unapologetic with our faith and just be outspoken? There's no need to be rude. There's no need to be disrespectful. You can be respectful and polite when you're outspoken about your faith. But having that confidence in your faith, that's what we need back. We need that back. Over the last 4 years, I've built my dream relationship. I've gone from both sides of being this confident man and playing games and being this good boy Christian, and now finding myself in a relationship where people wonder how I got there, where people ask me, what can they do to get to where I am? I built my dream relationship with the dream woman, with the woman of my dreams, who looks at me with adoration. And I'm so in love. And I'm not afraid to say it. I'm going to tell you how I got there. And I promise you, if you listen to me, if you listen to what I say, you can do the same as well. You can find your dream girl. You can build with the girl of your dreams. I promise you, you'll learn to love as a Catholic masculine man. One of the most important things is mission. You need to have a mission. I've talked to countless women, countless Catholic women, countless Catholic men, and it is genuinely a disappointment, and it brings people disgust if you're just floating around and not doing anything with your life. I've talked to women, they're disgusted by it, they're repulsed by it. God put us on this earth for a reason, and these Catholic women know it. These Catholic women know that we're put here for a reason. If you are not fulfilling your purpose or actively trying to find your purpose or on a mission, they're disgusted by it. You're throwing God's gift out and saying you don't care about life. And the young men too, specifically well-respected men, if they see you not on purpose, they get disgusted as well too. The people who I interact with the most are the type of people that demand the most from you. I'm not saying we have to get 4 hours of sleep each night and just work 20 hours a day. No, I'm saying you need a purpose. You need something that goes beyond money. Something that glorifies God. Something where it is virtuous. That people can see that you're striving for good. You need that mission. So that is one thing that helps in dating. One of the exercises that helped me find my purpose and my mission is sitting with myself with a journal, turning off my phone, and just reflecting on the question, what would I do if money didn't exist? If I had all the money in the world, if I didn't need to worry about money, what would I love to do? And it helps. It helps to ask the people who are closest to us, especially our parents, our grandparents, our brother, sister, people who know us very, very well, who we've been vulnerable with. It's good to ask them these questions. So someone who you know will be honest with you. But most importantly, you need to look at yourself. What brought you joy when you were younger? What brought you just like this? What filled you? Genuinely, what filled you? I mean, for me, what fills me is making sure that you fulfill your purpose. That's what fills me. I want you to fulfill your purpose. I want you to create the family of your dreams, to become fathers, mothers, uncles that people look up to, the younger generation look up to. That is my purpose. My purpose for me being here is to make sure you know how to love. Is to make sure you build the family you've always desired. Is to make sure you fulfill your potential. And at the same time, to make sure we all glorify God. I mean, that, it fills me. It's what I love to do. It's what I want to do. That's how you can find your purpose. Ask yourself, what would I do if money didn't exist? Ask the people around you. Most importantly, pray. Pray to God. Ask Him. Ask and you shall receive. Search and you will find. God is with you by your side. And if you want to find it, you'll find it. Because at the end of the day, it's glorifying God and it's good. What I will also do is ask yourself some very extreme questions. Think about it. What would you do if your parents died? What would you do if you were poor? What would you do if you had to become the father of your household, the man of your household? What would you do then? What would you do if you know you were going to die? Because it's funny. I lost my fear of failure. I lost my fear of anything when I realized that one day I'm going to die. One day I'm going to die. And I lost the fear of failure, the fear of making myself look dumb on the internet. I lost that fear. Do those 5 things. Ask yourself, what would I do if money didn't exist? Ask your loved ones around you. Pray. And ask the 2 other questions that I mentioned. Ask those questions. And do not stop until you figure out what your purpose and mission is in this world. Once you've found that mission, what is the purpose of Catholic dating? And I say Catholic dating because dating and Catholic dating, they're 2 very, very different things. Dating starts with the idea of I want something from you. I'm going to get something from you. I want something from you. What does this world teach? The world teaches be bold, be confident, look good, talk in a certain way, play games. You know what? It does work. But it never leads to anything deeper than that. It builds attraction with no love. Till love is masculine. It is much more hard to love. It is much more hard to commit to someone. It is much more hard to put your eggs all in one basket and go all in on someone and know it might not work out. It is much harder to do that. It is much more braver. It is much more noble to do that than just to sleep around with other people. I know it's said a bunch of times. I know it's said a bunch of times. But I must emphasize this, that dogs follow their desires. Animals follow their desires. To do what is good and not what feels good is much more noble, much more respected amongst the people that you want to be respected by. So back to the point. That's worldly dating. What is Catholic dating? Catholic dating has our eyes set on heaven. You are trying to get the person you are dating to heaven. And you know what? That person might be called to a vocation. You can't underestimate the fact that that person, the woman you're dating, might be called to a spiritual vocation, or that when she is dating you, you might be called to a vocation. Remember, let it be God's will and not mine. Let it be God's will and not mine. I am more concerned about what God wants from me than what I want from God. And you should have the same mentality too. Because it is God's will. Whatever He does, it is His will. And He's doing it for a reason. The purpose of Catholic dating is to love. The purpose of Catholic dating is to get married, go to heaven, and glorify God. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to play games. We're not here to be bold and confident, just build attraction with girls and abuse our power. We're here to build covenantal love, get to heaven. We're here to get married. We're here to glorify Jesus and make disciples of all nations. That's the purpose of Catholic dating. We were made to love, and we were made to love each other. I cannot emphasize the importance of discernment. If you're dating someone right now, or you're thinking about dating someone, you need to discern. You need to figure out if this person is meant to be in your life. And the most commonly used prayer is something along the lines of, Lord, if this isn't the girl of my dreams, if the girl I'm supposed to be with, tell me. If not, let her go. Leaving it in God's hand and discerning it is one of the most important steps you can do. Because if you build a relationship solely on attraction, solely on looks, solely on the feeling that she gives you or that you give her, it's going to fail. Sooner or later, it's going to fail. But if you build it on your values, on your love for God, on your love for each other, on your love for a bigger mission than yourselves, which is two imperfect people trying to live the values of a perfect person, which is Jesus. If you build it on that, and you, as opposed to building it on those other things, you will have the relationship, the marriage, the family of your dreams. I'm not saying feelings are bad. I'm not saying attraction is bad. Of course, you want to be attracted to your partner. You want that attraction so you can use that feeling and channel it towards building eternal love. Of course you want to be attractive. Of course you want those nice feelings. But what's more important? For your wife to love you, and to love the person that you are, and to love the values that you bring to the table, and to love how hard you work, and the person that you are. Or for someone to just enjoy how you look, and enjoy how you make them feel. I bet that clicked in your head. You see the difference? What would the masculine Catholic man build? What would the masculine Catholic man build? Which one? Pretty close to the importance of discerning who you're going to marry and who you're in a relationship with is self-control. Like I said in the beginning, to give in to your urges is easy. Animals do that. It takes no talent. It takes no guts. Every normal person does that. We came here to be great. But it's easy to say that as well too. It's easy to say that don't give in to your urges when it builds up and builds up and builds up and builds up inside of us. Because I've said the exact same thing too. We think there's two options. We think there is engage in them like a cheap fast food diet, or suppress it and let it build up inside of us, and then sooner or later we engage in it. That's how neither work, neither agree with God's image for us. Our body isn't bad. Our urges are not bad. We were made for desire. We were made to love. We were made to have that desire. Our desire is good. Maybe that's the first time you're hearing that, but our desire is good. So what do? If we can't engage in it and we can't suppress it, then what do? Give it up. Offer it towards God. And as soon as I started doing that, I started learning how to love. Learning how to release that desire inside of me, that sexual desire inside of me, that I would either engage in or suppress. It's not bad. We just never knew that there was a third option. One prayer that you can do that has helped me over the years to give it up instead of engage with it is, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, I offer up my lust as a token and symbol of my unwavering confidence in you. Take it from me as a symbol of my love. In Christ's name, amen. I used to say that prayer, and I still do from time to time. Because I know that my desires are good. I know that my body is good, that my mind is good, it is made from God. God made us in His image. I know what is inside of me is good. But it's just twisted. And I can't suppress it because it's rejecting it. And I can't engage in it. So I must give it up to Him. Learn how to have self-control. Because if you can't, your woman will never rely on you. You will never be able to build that love you so desired. White lies have become the norm in our culture, and I'm guilty of it. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm guilty of it as well. But there's so much value in your word. When you tell someone you're going to do something, and you do it, and you follow through on it, there's nothing more noble than that. There's nothing more respected than if a man follows his word. Trust is a big thing in relationships. When your woman trusts you, when the men around you respect you and trust you and trust your word, that plays a huge role in the relationship. The way people perceive you as a man and how they respect you plays a tremendous role in how your woman respects you and how your children respect you. Being a man of your word is something we need to bring back. It's something honorable, noble, strong. And what are we here for? Other than to be the rock of our church after Jesus. Of course, everything is after Jesus. A lukewarm faith, or a faith that isn't constantly striving, isn't constantly fighting, questioning, rebelling. Like, you need those hard moments. Those hard moments are amazing. When you question. Questions are amazing. That's where the growth happens. Because you can't follow something blindly. You can't follow something you've just been taught to follow. You can't. It simply doesn't work like that. You'll end up rebelling. You'll end up leaving it. You'll end up resenting it if you know nothing about it. So apart from dating and loving, do it for yourself. Don't follow something merely because other people told you to. Figure out what it means to you. And then once you do, you'll be able to lead your women, your future children, the men around you, in love and create the love that you so desire. Only if you solidify your faith and have a growing relationship with Christ. Now, once you're actually dating a woman, what do you do? How do you talk to her? Praise. Praise and gratitude are one of the two biggest growing ingredients for growing love. The moment I started praising my girl and expressing deep admiration for her, it's the moment we started to thrive, and the moment that I was in my dream relationship. The moment I started to think about her leaving my brain and her leaving my life and the pain associated with it, and coming back and realizing she's in my life and expressing that to her, is the moment our relationship took off. It's the moment that we started to grow into the relationship of my dreams. And it starts with this. Talk to her like you're in a movie. You know how in movies, like, there's a guy who, like, there's a scene and he's like looking into the girl's eyes and like speaking like poetry, like. I took this from Hamza Ahmed, to speak to her like you're in a movie. And it works. And not building that temporary attraction. It builds that love of looking at her like she is the only woman in the world and realizing how lucky you are. Not because you're dating her necessarily, because God put her in your hands. How lucky are you to have been trusted by God to be in this woman's hands? That right there, and expressing that builds a love that she deserves, and it builds a relationship you guys deserve. I said this today as I was talking to a few people. Give and you will get back. But don't give to get back. Just give to give. Just give to give. But you will get back. Pour your all to her and you will get back. But don't expect it. Just pour your all out. When you're dating, don't be someone you're not. You have to be authentic. You have to be authentic. I'm going to be very straightforward. When I was in a relationship, I was telling her about how I'm anxiously attached, how that was built into my childhood. And how beautiful is it for you to tell your girlfriends or the person you're dating, biggest fear, and them love you more for it. Imagine that. Imagine you were someone else. Eventually it would come out. And eventually that would be a shock. But how beautiful is it for you to tell the girl that you're in love with your biggest insecurities, fears, traumas, and her love you more for it? That for me is invaluable. Nothing can replace that. Be fun. Be someone other people enjoy being around. Do fun things. Go on adventures. Go on a hike. Just pick a random direction and walk. That's what I used to do. I used to go on hikes with my friends and just walk. And just go on adventures. Go take a pottery class. Go take a painting class. Go learn how to box. Go learn how to skate. Do all these different things. And just have stories. Like, be a fun person. You don't have to be this like boring, stoic person. You can be fun. You can have fun. You can be someone other people enjoy being around. That doesn't mean be a degenerate. Okay, most of those people are depressed and don't have fun. You can have fun by doing good, by just having fun, going on new adventures. You don't have to be a degenerate to have fun. And if your friends are saying you have to be, well, time to get some new friends. One of the things I see with a lot of young men is like speaking stupidly. Speaking in a way that is stupid. Now, I don't think I need to give examples, but you know what you're doing when you're speaking in a stupid way. You can see how repulsive it is when you're looking on it from an outside perspective. When you see two people interact and you can see them just acting stupid. Now I'm not saying, like, this goes back to my fun that part. Like, you can be fun, like you can be silly. There's a difference between being silly and just talking in a stupid, uneducated way. There's a difference. Be a man that has class, that has respect from one of his peers, that can be silly. But don't be like uneducated and dumb. I'll put this in your head. Don't be like a wannabe gangster. There's nothing attractive about a wannabe gangster, and the girls who are attracted to the wannabe gangsters, well, those aren't really the girls I would want to build a relationship with, respectfully. But also, like, talking in an uneducated way and talking stupidly also applies to yourself. Like, when you self-denigrate yourself, like when you say, oh yeah, I'm so dumb, like, what? Like, what? Like, why are you calling yourself stupid? Like, I've seen so many guys, and I'm guilty of this too, like, put themselves down in front of girls to make the girl laugh. Like, what? Like, you're having her make fun of you. Now, I'm not saying don't be silly. Like, you can be silly. Like, I'm not even going to talk about this or get into too much detail right now, but I'm a pretty silly person, right? You don't have to be stupid or uneducated or put yourself down, but you can be silly. There's a big distinction on that. I'll probably talk about that later. Now, I could probably go on about dating over and over again for countless hours, and which I'll be doing. But for now, I'll leave you with that. And if you follow that, I promise you're going to get a step closer to the woman of your dreams, to building the relationship of your dreams. I promise you. I have no doubt about it, because it's happened to me, it's happened to other people. If someone's able to have your dream relationship, why not me? That's my question that I ask myself every day. Why not me? Everyone is human. Why not me? I promise you. That is my one promise. Let be God's will and not mine.